Good morning, children. So let me further continue the chapter. As already I discussed about the northern mountains. Today, let me pick the headlines: the northern plains. The northern plain is formed by three major river systems, namely the Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra, along with their tributaries. You can see in the map here, wherever the green color is shaded, it is showing the location of northern plains. And from different sides, the different rivers and tributaries are draining it. From the western side, Indus, eastern side, Brahmaputra is entering in this plain, and the middle part, Ganga and its tributaries. So, this plain is very rich in fertile soil, as alluvial soil is brought by the rivers and light down here. So, it is also known as a very fertile plain and ideal for cultivation. Easily you can see here also, it is more clear as the tributaries of Ganga, location of the northern plain, wherever the blue color is shaded, it is showing the good network of the rivers and their tributaries. It is spread over an 7 lakh square kilometer, the plain being about 2400 kilometer long and 250 to 320 kilometer broad, quite big. Is a quite big and very famous for agriculture. It is a flat plains made of the soil called alluvium, which were brought down and deposited by rivers. They consist of the three basins: Indus, the Ganga, and the Brahmaputra. Everyone knows the Ganga Brahmaputra forms the largest delta of the world. It is famous for fertile soil cover, that is alluvial soil, which is most fertile soil and covering this plain. Northern plain is lying between Shivalik and Peninsular Plateau, and it is covering quite a big part of northern and eastern part of our country. It is also very much famous for beautiful historical buildings, temples, markets, and densely populated and very rich in water supply, and the quantity of water always remain very high in this plain because of the good network of the rivers. Already you have seen what types of the rivers are draining this plain. So then a good network of rivers is bringing the large quantity of the water, and whole of the year this plain receive ample water supply for different purposes. And it is also very much famous for favorable climatic conditions, which is again quite suitable for agriculture activities. You can see the summer season, winter season, and rainy season. All three types of season occur here, and people enjoy these seasons very well. And again, favorable conditions for cultivation. Variety of the crops are grown according to the season, as some crops are grown at the time of the summer, others at the time of the winter, and rainy season also suitable for other, as the different types of the fruits, flowers, and vegetables. If we look toward the western part of this plain, then that plain is formed by the Indus River and its tributaries. And afterward, the largest part of this plain lies in Pakistan. And important tributaries name already I discussed: Jhelum, Chelao, Ravi, Vyas, Satluj. And this plain is also dominated by the Doabs. The question is very much asked, what do you mean by Doab? So Doab, land between two water bodies, means land between two rivers. Definitely it will be very fertile. Two rivers, for example, land between Ravi and Vyas. Both are the tributaries of Indus. But the area which is covered by two rivers, that is known as Doab. You can see the five tributaries of Indus: Jhelum, Chenao, Ravi, Vyas, and Satluj. You can also see the Indus is coming from western side as it originates from the Kailash mountain near the Mansarovar lake and flowing towards the west. After flowing in our country at the extremely northern part, it also enters in Pakistan. For Pakistan it is called as a boon. Otherwise Pakistan could be a desert. Ample water supply is there just because of Indus and its tributaries. You can see here, should be more clear. Tributaries of Indus. Here you can also see the location of Mansarovar. This is the lake near the Kailash mountain from where Indus originate. Indus Basin, Ganga Basin are the names wherever the rivers and tributaries are draining the plain, and that area contain most fertile soil. And you can see eastern side Brahmaputra is joining Ganga in Bangladesh, and both the rivers as they join each other they start forming delta. Delta is very much famous to grow types of the crops, especially rice and sugarcane. So deltic soil means it's a part of the northern plain. Deltic soil is found in delta region because at the time of the formation of delta, rivers slow down their speed, or we can say they are tired. So before falling into some water bodies, as Ganga and Brahmaputra both ready to fall into Bay of Bengal, their speed is very slow. They are tired. So whatever they are having, whatever they are bringing from the mountains, then they start leaving it. They start spreading it and forming a delta. So that's why delta contains very fertile soil cover, which is very much famous to grow different types of the crops. Again, the further we can say the plain also have the diverse relief features. The northern plains can be divided into four regions. Bhabar is the first one. It's the name of the plain. Bhabar, very near to the Shivalik range, and Shivalik range is the last one range of the Himalayas. And the Bhabar 8 to 16 kilometer in width, lying parallel to the slopes of the Shivalik. See here, and you can easily understand the location. See the Himalayas height. Afterward comes Bhabar, then Tarai, then Bangar and Khadar. Here river valleys, last one. So in this way, this is the division of the plain. According to the elevation or the height, we can say the plain is divided into four important regions. Tarai is a thickly forested region and very much famous for wildlife, means full of variety of wildlife, types of the animals and the birds are found here, as well as thickly forested area. Later on, these forests are cleared for agriculture activities. As well as population increase of that region, then forests are cleared for different purposes. but the most important was their agriculture. So, Bhabar, Tarai, Bangar, Khandar, these are the most important regions of the northern plains. Height is given here, so easily you can understand. The Bangar is formed by the old alluvium, and generally at present the terrace farming is very famous there. You can see what is terrace farming. Stereotype of the farming is known as a terrace farming. Again, the question may be asked, what do you mean by terrace farming? Terrace farming is very famous on the mountains, and it is very much found in Bangar region, or easily we can say on the mountains. And terrace farming is done there because otherwise the soil erosion cannot be controlled. As you know, there is a slopy land, and because of the slopy land, steep slope is there, the soil erosion is very high at the time of the thunder, at the time of the heavy rainfall. So that's why terrace is done. So that's, we can say, terrace farming is very famous there. Afterward the crops are grown. Here you can see the difference between Khadar and Bangar. The last region is Khadar, and Khadar contains a very fine particles of soil. It is most fertile. Generally, distinguish is asked between Khadar and Bangar. So, how to learn this distinguish? With the help of keywords, we can learn distinguish between Khadar and Bangar. Again, you can see the difference. Khadar is more fertile, Bangar is less fertile. So our keywords will be more fertile, less fertile. Khadar is found near the river valleys. Bangar is found away from the river valleys. So near the river valleys, away from the river valleys. These are the two keywords. And the third one, we can say Bangar contain large particles of soil. Khadar contains small particles of soil or refined particles of soil. So Khadar is used to grow variety of crops. Bangar is used to grow less variety of crops. Means easily we can pick these points. We can use these keywords as in different points whenever we want to explain the answer. So more fertile, less fertile, near the river valleys, away from the river valleys, large particles of the soil, small particles of the soil. So in this way, we can learn this answer very well, and these keywords we can use further. Not only these one, only these keywords we are picking, distinguish between Khadar and Bangar. Further, if we underline the other keywords, then easily we can use them for another questions. Later on I will explain about this. So northern plain, the main activity is agriculture because it has even surface. So agriculture is the most important activity of northern plain. It is very rich in agriculture activities, and generally a large quantity of the crops is grown, good quality, quantity, and very much very much demand in national and international market. And from the northern plain, the large quantity is also exported to other countries wherever there is a need, as Arabian countries, African countries, American countries. So one more point is left here, that is, what do you mean by, or what do you understand by characteristics of the northern plain, or what are the characteristics of the northern plain? Yes, so many characteristics or the speciality. It has even surface which is ideal to develop roads and railways. So good network of roads and railways is developed in northern plain. Ideal to set up industries. Agro-based industry generally set up in northern plains because this area is rich in agriculture. Famous monuments and historical buildings are also found here which attract tourists. Well transportation system is developed. And here you can see the different look of the northern plains. It looks beautiful because of different seasons. We enjoy as different seasons. We live in northern plains. So northern plain is very famous for different type of variety, for its scenic beauty also, and plenty of water supply is here because good network of rivers, types of the rivers are flowing here, draining northern plains. And here you can see wherever the blue color is shaded, it is showing as a rich water resource is also very much found in northern plain just because of rivers, good amount of the rainfall. So these are the characteristics of the northern plain. Rest I will continue in my another video. Thank you.